Well, it's time. Every year and a half, 2 years, I will binge watch the entire Game of Thrones series from episode one to the final moment of the final episode. And I've been doing that since before the last season started. To me, I think it's one of the most captivating shows, in my opinion. There's just, I don't know, not to mention, it has one of my favorite lines in all of TV and movies. It was it was almost like a tension breaking line, kind of, but it's just such a 1-2 punch. It's when Joffrey and everyone, the Hound was there, his whole entourage were going through the streets, and a random citizen throws cow shit at Joffrey and it hits him in the face. So they start, his entourage starts going after everyone. Sansa was there too, I believe. And they get Joffrey way into this like storefront hallway alley awning thing. And Tyrion starts freaking out, oh, he threw, what he said was, he threw a cow pie at you, and shit starts getting even more heated. But before that, Tyrion hits Joffrey with, we've had vicious kings, we've had idiot kings, but I don't know if we've ever had a vicious idiot. That and oh, I forget his name. The squire, Joffrey's squire, or not Joffrey, Tyrion's squire. He pays, he gives him money to go get some friends of the road, and he comes back and throws the money. And that back and forth between all three of them is just so perfect. Of course they liked it. They were paid to like it. Only they weren't paid. It's just, I don't know. That show is infinitely quotable, but to kick off me binge watching Game of Thrones, I'm gonna do the main theme by Skar. So, before I get going, be sure to subscribe. Helps me out so much. Patreon is in the description down below. New uploads every Sunday. Even the visuals for the opening are just so captivating. just laser like focus. Goosebumps. It's just his laser like focus. Just when you listen to Skar, you're guaranteed to just get the best of whatever he might be doing. Like the Elder Scrolls, I'm horrible with Roman 5. I believe that's 5. It went Oblivion, which, yeah, so it'd be 5. Oblivion was 4. Skyrim was 5. The Witcher 3. I'm gonna listen to those two, and I guarantee you it's gonna be the best of the best. And that show, like, I kinda, sort of, get why people hated the last season. Because, let's be honest, it was rushed. And I read somewhere, I think HBO, it was either HBO or the showrunners, maybe. The two guys that were were in charge of the show and the scripts and everything, maybe not showrunner. HBO wanted 10, or maybe it's the other way around. They wanted however many episodes, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I don't think it was 8. And they wanted 10, which definitely would have fleshed the story out a lot more. But, and there were some questionable decisions, but even with that, like, the final, I loved it. I loved the final season. Was there things I would have done differently? Absolutely, but George R. Martin didn't have, I think, the book written. I don't know. He didn't have that part of the book written, so they kind of had to write it for the script. But either way, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit. It's part of Game of Thrones. And House of the Dragon season 2 is coming up. The first season was awesome, which is going to help me kick off this Game of Thrones phase, my yearly or bi-yearly Game of Thrones phase. But for now, that's it. That's all. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you again real soon. Later.